Now, this is definitely a green color. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elena. I love beauty and makeup, especially eyeshadow. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my green eyeshadow palettes that I have. I'm also going to go ahead and include some swatches. So I do have 6 palettes to show you guys. And the first palette I'm going to show you is from Odin's Eye, the Floral Story palette. And this was in collaboration with Makeup Just for Fun. And this is what the palette looks like. Super green, but we also have some purples. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch this shade Clover for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this on my hand. And this is what it's looking like. Let me go ahead and get some more shadow. And I really love this pigment. Odin's Eye formula is super soft. And as you see, the pigment is super there. Next shade we're going to go ahead and go into is Best Buds. And this is what the swatch is. This is so pretty. I am not gonna lie. Now, also Odin's Eye shimmer formula is super good too. And then I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Misty for you. And this is what the shade looks like. I love this shade also. If you know me, I love my greens, hence the reason why I'm doing this video. And then lastly, I'm going to go ahead and swatch shades for you. Now this is more of a darker brown, but it is quite a bit of a green too. Now I do apologize, I do have some sparkles, but just know the shade is not sparkly. And this is what it's looking like. It is definitely a green, much of a darker green, but I actually really like this color too. Next palette I have is Fresh Greens from ColourPop, and this is what the palette is looking like. I'm going to go ahead and swatch Cold Pressed for you, and I just want to let you guys know that when I swatched that, my finger in the pan, it was super soft. So this is what it's looking like. This palette I like so much. I feel like ColourPop did such a good job with this palette. I also want to let you know it is just Target exclusive. Then I'm going to go ahead and swatch Green Goddess for you. And this is what it looks like. I love this shade too. I definitely feel like that this is very pigmented, definitely for ColourPop. And then next shade I'm gonna swatch for you is Local BB, and this is what the shade is looking like. It's definitely quite a bit of an olive green, a little darker, but it is olive. Then I'm going to go ahead and swatch Good For You. And this is what the swatch is looking like. Very smooth. Now, this color does remind me, the color in the Mandalorian palette has that type of green to brown shift to it. And those are the swatches for the Fresh Greens palette. Next palette we have is Sage the Day from ColourPop, and this is what the palette looks like. And we're gonna go ahead and swatch Retreat Me. And if you're curious to what's on my eyes today, it is this palette. I will be doing a tutorial very shortly. And this color is super beautiful. Next, we're going to go ahead and swatch Sips Tea right there. And this is a lighter color, but it's a beautiful transition shade. I'm not so sure if it will pick up on camera. I hope it does. Go ahead and swatch it like this. See if you can really see how beautiful it is. Then we're gonna go ahead and swatch Keep Calm. And this is also super soft when you pick it up. And this is what the shade is looking like. A super beautiful shade too. And then we're gonna go ahead and swatch Tree of Life. And this is a brown green type of color. This is super beautiful also. And that is Sage the Day. Next palette we're gonna go ahead and swatch is the Child palette from ColourPop. And this is what the palette looks like. We're gonna go ahead and swatch Sipping Soup. And this is what it's looking like. Super beautiful. I feel like ColourPop did such a good job with this palette. Next color we're swatching is Babyface, and this is what the color's looking like. And also the shades are swatching very smoothly too. Then we're going in with Little Frog. Now this color is a matte with some sequins in it. I do like ColourPop's mattes with the sequins. I feel like the quality is super good. Then we're gonna go ahead and swatch Float Your Crib. And this is what the shade is looking like. The shade is definitely on the darker side. Also, a little side note, while filming this video, it is May 4th, so may the 4th be with you. And those are the swatches from the Child palette. Next palette we have is from BH Cosmetics, the Avocado Toast palette. This is what it looks like. We're gonna go ahead and swatch Avocado Toast. And this is what the shade is looking like. Now, if you don't know, BH was bought by Makeup Revolution, so I'm not so sure if you can get your hands on this palette, but I did find this palette from Marshall's, and this is a super good shade. The quality is amazing. Then we're gonna go ahead and go into Ripe, and this color is more of a green blue. Then we're gonna go ahead and swatch Hass. Also, just letting you know, the last shade we did swatch kind of did stain my hand. And this is what the shade is looking like. Super beautiful. This is more of a green gold type of color. Then we're gonna go ahead and swatch Superfood. And this is what the shade is looking like. Super soft. Now this is on the darker side. Then we're gonna go ahead and swatch Extra. And this shade is more of a green blue also. And this shade does remind me of that Mandalorian shade also. And this was the Avocado Toast palette from BH Cosmetics. And then the last palette we're gonna go ahead and swatch my greens from is the Hella palette from Odin's Eye and Angelica Nicovis. And this is what the color story looks like. We're gonna go ahead and swatch Fluorescence. And this is what the shade is looking like. I love this palette so much. Now this is more of that yellow type of lime green color. Then we're gonna go ahead and swatch Underworld. And this color is more of a mustard, but it does have a green tone to it. I will say though, it does look more green in the pan than the swatches. Now we're going to go ahead and swatch Golden Bridge. And this is what it looks like. Super beautiful. Then we're going to go ahead and swatch Moss. This is what it's looking like. This is definitely a grungy green. And we're going to go ahead and swatch Venom. And this is what it's looking like. Now, this is definitely a green color. And then we're going to go ahead and swatch Aura Bows. And this is what it looks like. And this is the Hello palette from Odin's Eye and Angelica Nikifes. Now, that is it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will be back with a lot more makeup content. Till then, stay beautiful, stay healthy, and stay safe. Bye.